Hello everyone, this class is to help you de-stress, unwind, find some center, some soothing and healing for both body and soul. So I'll be teaching an integrated class, what's called integral yoga from Yogaville in the States. So the idea is that we integrate more than just asanas. So you'll notice, yes, we'll do some asanas, but we'll do some pranayama, some meditation, and also some mantras, right? So a little bit of kirtan feeling of going back and forth with our voice. All right, so first thing we want to do is get centered. So finding a comfortable seated position that could be seated on the floor, could be seated against the wall, could be a chair like I am, but you want your spine relatively straight. Crown of the head floating up to the sky, sit bone, tailbone down towards the earth, right? Doesn't have to be a perfectly straight spine, but relatively straight. Feel the sit bone, tailbone down, and crown of the head up. We don't want to project the chin, but we allow the chin to drop slightly. If you are comfortable closing your eyes, you want to close your eyes and start to relax your body. Relax the eyes, the nose, the mouth, even the jaw and teeth want to relax. Relax your shoulders and arms. Relax the core of the body, your hips, your sit bones, the glutes. All parts of the legs get to relax as well. The thighs, knees, ankles, even your feet get to relax. Notice connection to the earth. Maybe your feet on the earth, the legs, seat on the chair. Notice your connection towards the earth. Allow yourself to be supported. Notice your breath in and out of your nose. Preferably in and out of your nose. If you have allergies, I'd rather you breathe. So if you need to breathe through your mouth, that's okay. But preferably in and out of the nose. Notice your breath. Notice your breath down into the belly of the body, the core of your body. Maybe you feel it expand and contract with the breath. Notice any sounds around you, both close and far away. Notice the sounds. Notice your skin, one of the largest organs. Notice the skin of your body. Notice the air around the skin of your body. Allow yourself to go inwards. We don't always give ourselves permission to do so. This is your chance to go in. Just check in. It's going to be okay. Just check in with you. How are you? Maybe notice your heart space, the space around your heart. In the yoga world, we call it the anahata. In the qigong world, it's called the supreme sovereign. Notice your breath. Slowly come back to your body here. Gently opening the eyes. Hopefully feel a little more centered, a little more relaxed. So we're going to do a little kirtan, a little mantra. Hari Om is believed to activate the chakras of the body. So we're going to do Hari Om. Right? So Hare Om. I'll say it and you respond. So that's what a kirtan is. I'll say it once and then you respond. So I'll give you time to do so. So Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Hari Om. Hari Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. A little more power, a little more intensity. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. It's important to use our voice. One more time. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. We're going to do one more sound before we start moving the body a little bit. We're going to do one from the Buddhist tradition, or Tibetan Buddhist tradition. Om Ah Hong. Om is believed to purify the body, Ah to purify the throat, and Hong, or the speech, and Hong to purify the mind and spirit. I like to think of reverberating it through my body when I do it. So take a deep breath in. Om Ah Hong. Very, very good. Yeah? We'll stay seated for one more minute here. We're going to do some eye exercises. Right? So these are based around from Shivananda, a famous yogi from India. The idea is we're massaging the optic nerve. We do a lot with our eyes, our cell phones, computers, etc. We don't always give them some TLC they deserve. So what we're going to do is imagine a big clock in front of your body. We're going to keep the head still and we're going to just scroll the eyes. So think of scrolling the eyes up to 12 o'clock and then scrolling your eyes down to 6 o'clock. So eyes scroll up to 12 and eyes scroll down to 6. One more time. Massaging the optic nerve. It's claimed that if you do this on a regular basis, your vision will actually improve. I love that. We're going to go from centered now, and we're going to go right and left, or 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock. So keeping the head relatively still, your eyes scroll over to 3 o'clock, and then smoothly scrolls over to 9 o'clock. So from left to right, and right to left. Notice anywhere where your eyes start to skip, and see if you can smooth that out. Coming back to center, my favorite part of this one is literally going all the way around the clock. So keeping the head relatively still, picture a huge clock in front of the body. Eyes go up to 12 o'clock, then 1 o'clock, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. Center. We're going to reverse the clock. So eyes up to 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 12. Good. All right. Putting the hands together, we're going to create some heat, healing hands, get some warmth and energy going through the hands. You're going to place the palm of your hand across a closed eye and allow the warmth and healing energy into the eyes. Keeping the eyes closed very, very gently, using your fingertips. Just massage the eyelids very gently from the inside out. Some more TLC on our eyes. We're going to do one more thing for the eyes. This is from a Taoist healer. You place your thumbs on your temples. You're going to use your forefinger in an arc just above the eyebrow from the inside out. This is believed again from the Taoist perspective that if you did this on a regular basis, your vision would improve. And then also below the eye from the inside out. Now in the yoga world, we call it nadis. In the Tai Chi and Qigong world, they're called meridians, or TCM. We're going to go from the bottom of the ear to the top, from the top to the bottom. Just a gentle massage. The ears have lots of nadis, or meridians, connected to the whole body. So we're going to kind of wake up the body now. We're getting ready to start moving the body. You can even kind of play with the ear a little bit, both in front and behind the ear. Also stimulates the vagus nerve as well, helping us move away from sympathetic and to parasympathetic nervous system. Oh, that feels good. All right, so now as we start moving the body, I'll do a little bit of warm up and then we'll rock and roll into some traditional asanas. Listen to your body. Modify as much or as little or as much as you need. If you have blocks or bolsters or need to modify or rest for a minute, please do so. If you have surgery or an injury, even more so. Don't force any posture, just do what you can do. This is not a competition. If you're looking to improve your flexibility and strength, it just takes practice. The more you do it, the more flexibility and strength you will gain. All right, so we're gonna start moving the body now. So we're gonna get up, if you have a yoga mat, onto your yoga mat. Right. First, we're gonna start off with some gentle warm up. We're gonna do the classic cat back. I love this one, right? Just a gentle, simple way of warming up the spine. So the eyes and the head go up as the tailbone goes up with a deep inhale. And an exhale as we drop the head and drop the tailbone and engage the core. So inhaling and exhaling. And I want you to find your breath. So you're gonna let your breath set the rhythm. Not my breath, but your breath. Inhaling deeply, exhaling deeply. So you're allowing your breath to set the rhythm. Breath is very important, muy importante, right? Très important, very important. Now I want you to think of your rib cage. We don't always move that part of our bodies unless you've done Latin dancing. So we're going to try to isolate and move the rib cage while we're on all fours. So your rib cage is going to go forward to one side, up and back, and to the other side. Almost like your rib cage is inside of a barrel, and you're trying to massage the inside of that barrel with your rib cage. It's a part of the body that doesn't get a lot of movement often. And then we're going to reverse it. So out to the other side, up and back, opposite side, down and forward. Again, like your rib cage is inside of a barrel, and you're trying to massage that barrel. Love this one. That rib cage mid-torso moving a bit. Now I want you to find your breath again. We're going to reach up. I'll shadow you, so you're going to use your left hand. Reach up, look up, stretch up, inhale. Exhale, thread it through and look and stretch. So we're going to do that a couple more times. Inhale, stretch and reach. Exhale, thread it through. One more time. Look up, stretch up. Exhale, thread it through. You could just place your forearm down, maybe your elbow, or if you're able, you'll drop a shoulder. Remember, this is not a competition. Do what's right for your body right here, right now. So do which version is good for you. You could leave your opposite hand where it is, extended, or you could choose to wrap it. Now, very importantly here, I want you to find your breath. I like to imagine I could literally filter my breath through my whole body, as if you're bathing the cells of your body with your breath, preferably in through the nose if you can. So breathe. Breathe deeply. Let's unwind that, and we're going to do the other side. So opposite hand down, opposite hand reaches up, look up, inhale, stretch, exhale, thread it through. Deep breath in, reach, look, open your eyes, exhale, thread it through. One more time. Exhale, thread it through. It could be forearm, could be elbow, maybe you're able to place the shoulder down, do what's right for you. Hand down, extended, or option to wrap. Find your breath and let it filter through your whole body. Like you're bathing the cells of your body with your breath. One more breath here. And then we're going to unwind that. So you'll place your hand down, reach up, stretch up, and then we're going to come to a place where you can place your right leg back. So I'm towards the top of my mat. My right leg is extending back, and I'm going to rock and roll, literally just rocking forward and back, waking up the whole tract of energy through the leg, ankle, knee, hip, spinal column, just waking up, rocking and rolling. Press the heel away from the body and feel it stretch and reach. Press the ball of the foot away from the body, feel it stretch and reach. Point the toes, stretch and reach, and then try to imagine you can touch the wall behind you. 3 pulses to the sky. 1, 2, 3. Bend the knee. The sole of your foot's going to try to hit your ceiling or the clouds 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Knee comes down, tries to touch your nose. Nose tries to touch your knee. Engage your core. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen the spine, lengthen the leg. One more time. Exhale, round, knee to nose to knee. Lengthen, You're going to take your knee straight out to the side, that same leg, and do 3 circles with it. 3 circles in one direction, waking up the hip and the core a bit, and then 3 circles in the opposite direction. Remember to breathe. And we're going to do the other side. So now you're going to take your opposite leg. For me, that's my left leg now. So make sure you're doing your opposite leg, rocking and rolling. Ankle, knee, and hip waking up. Feel the heel stretch away from the body. Feel the ball of the foot stretch away from the body. Feel the toes point and reach. Now imagine you can lengthen that leg and touch the wall behind you. 3 pulses to the sky. 1, 2, 3. Knee bend, sole of the foot hits the ceiling or clouds. 1, 2, 3. Knee towards the nose towards the knee, engage the core. Lengthen the spine, lengthen the leg. One more time. Knee towards the nose, exhale, round the spine, engage your core. Lengthen the leg, lengthen the spine. Beautiful. Knee comes out to the side, 3 circles. After you do 3 in one direction, reverse that circle. Remember to breathe. Muy bien. We're going to do a couple more things here before we get into our asanas. A couple more basic warm-ups. Place your right hand down and your left knee down. Option 1, do what's right for you and your body today. Extend the leg back. Option 2, raise it in the air. Option 3, opposite hand and opposite foot in the air. Maybe even feel the hand and the foot lengthen. Option for more advanced, opposite elbow and opposite knee touch with your core engaged, and then lengthen your spine and lengthen the leg. Let's switch it out. So opposite leg, option 1 is foot back, option 2 in the air. Option 3 would be opposite hand and opposite foot. Even more advanced, opposite elbow and opposite knee. Feel it lengthen, feel it stretch. Good. Very, very good. We're going to do 2 of my favorite classic basic postures, the puppy dog. So you want to keep your knees just below your hips and you keep your hips high. Right? First option could be just your forearms. If you're able to, you'll place your forehead down on the mat and extend your arms forward. So this is going to open up the shoulders, the armpits, very importantly the heart. When we're no longer 18 or 21 anymore, it's important to open up the heart space. It's also stimulating the third eye as well as opening up the spine. So puppy dog, right? Couple deep breaths here. Find your breath and breathe through and in through the posture. One more deep breath here, and then we're going to one more classic yoga posture called balasana, child's pose. Some people are not comfortable with the knees together, they need to open them up a little bit. Either way is fine. Some people can't go all the way back. If you can though, bring your hips back towards your heels or on your heels. Option 1 could be just be on your forearms or maybe your forehead down. If you can, some people prefer to extend their arms forward, or some people will wrap their arms. All is good. Great basic posture. What I love about the balasana or child's pose, it's believed to actually help people with sleep cycles. So if you have trouble sleeping, try adding this posture in an hour or 2 before you go to bed. Now also, obviously, it's beautiful for opening up the whole spinal column, right? So the whole spine, hips, and core are opening up. Find your breath. One more beautiful breath here. Beautiful. Let's start moving the body a little bit more. We're going into classic downward dog, which is called a Do Mukha Svanasana. So that's a big V shape, right? Like a big pyramid, right? So the hips go up, hands down, feet down, and let's walk the dog, right? So you're gonna bend one ankle, knee, and hip, and then the other ankle, knee, and hip. So walking the dog. Good. One more, pedal it out. I'm going to one of my other favorite ones. It's called the tiger dog. So if you've ever seen a tiger wind up, you're going to bend the elbows, bend the knees, and wind the body up like a tiger. Engage your core, wind up, take a deep breath, and then lengthen back into your downward dog. So the feet reach towards the earth, legs lengthen, arms lengthen, spinal column lengthens, your hips start to fly up towards the sky. Take a beautiful, beautiful deep breath here. Filter that breath through your body. Then slowly walk your feet up between your hands. You can leave them about hip width apart. If you have tight hamstrings or a tight lower back, it's always okay to bend the knees a little, or if you need to, a lot. So we're just going to hang. This is called Uttasana. Maybe grab opposite elbows. If you're tight, you could maybe place your hands on your thighs or knees. If you're able to, you'll reach the hands towards the floor. That's called Uttasana. And sometimes I like to hang like a bat. I literally jokingly call it the bat pose. Right? You've ever seen a bat hang? Right? So a bat hangs by, we're going to think of taking the sit bone and tailbone and hanging it to the ceiling, bending the knees and grabbing opposite elbows. So it's always a go-to posture if you're not ready for Uttasana. As we're practicing today or any of my classes, you can always go to the bat pose. Right? One more breath here. And then slowly, slowly, like you could literally roll up one vertebra at a time. Ooh la la. Ooh, that feels good. How's everybody doing? I hope good. Okay, so we're going to move into some classic Surya Namaskar. Surya Namaskar is sun salutation, right? So we're looking to basically warm up the body even more, do some classic yoga asanas, right? So we're going to start with Anjaneyasana into downward dogs and even a basic flow a little bit. So we want our feet about parallel, right? It could be Samastiti, or you could do traditional Tadasana if you want, but either way is fine. I like to do my feet about hip width apart, right? Towards the top of your mat. You're going to reach up, look up. I like to create a triangle or diamond, and I like to look through it. So I'm going to reach up, look up. Imagine I could touch the ceiling or a cloud. Swan dive. I open my hands, open my heart, open my chest, forward fold, come all the way down, and then lengthen your spine. Think of lengthening from your tailbone to your head like you could touch the front wall with the crown of your head. And then remember the bat pose, that's an option. Bend the knees, grab opposite elbows. Or for those of you more flexible, there's always Uttasana, hands towards the earth with the legs lengthening or straight. Take a nice deep breath here. And then you're going to take your left leg back as far as you can. So we're kind of like in this runner's lunge here. Shoulders drop, core engages, lengthen your left leg, right knee over the right foot. One breath. Then gently bring your knee down, gently bring your hips forward. Another nice deep breath. Remember, imagine filtering your breath through your whole body. Good. Coming on up, Anjaneyasana. Option one, just hands on the thighs. It's okay. Maybe hands parallel. Or if you can, you could place your hands in prayer and start to stretch the heart and chest up to the sky. Do what's right for your body. Nice breath here. One more breath. Beautiful. Hands down on the mat. Bring your right foot back to left foot, downward dog. If you still need to pedal it out, it's okay. You can pedal it out. One breath here. Send the hips high, feet into the earth, hands into the earth, spine long. Coming forward to plank. Now for some of you, if this is difficult, you could just come to your forearms here. But if you're able to, plank position. Now we're going to roll through this posture. You're going to bring your knees down, then your chest and chin down. So the booty's high in the air. And then you're going to gently stretch your hips down and lengthen your legs back. Lengthen your spine. It's called baby cobra, Bhujangasana. I'm just going to raise my head up a little bit, opening my heart and chest and eyes forward. And then I'm going to come back down. Back to all fours, and then your downward dog. Good, everybody. Breathe. If you still need to walk it, it's okay to walk your dog. Start to feel, though, the feet towards the earth, hands towards the earth, hips towards the sky, spine lengthening, back opening.
Breathe. Now we're going to bring the left leg in the air about hip width apart. Stretch it, reach it, and then you're going to bring your left foot forward between your hands. But now we're doing a runner's lunge on the other side. So you want to feel your right leg lengthen. Then gently bring your right knee down. And then again, there's options here. You could, first let's just feel our hips move forward and our spine move forward. Option 1, hands on the thighs. Option 2, hands up, or perhaps you could bring it to prayer. But you don't have to. Do what's right for you. It's called Anjani asana. Feel the heart and the chest stretch up. Feel the hips settle down into the earth. Deep breath. One more breath here. Beautiful. Hands down on the mat. Bring your right foot forward to your left foot. Your choice. Remember the bat pose or uttasana. Bending the knees a little or a lot as you need. Find your breath. Filter your breath through your whole body. Slowly roll up. One vertebra at a time. Beautiful. How are we doing? Good? Let's do another Surya Namaskar, sun salutation, but we'll do a classic warrior, Virabhadrasana. It's literally named after a famous warrior. I want to open up the chest for this one. So again, I'm going to reach up. I like to create a triangle or diamond, and you're going to reach up, look up. For those of you with a healthy lower back or spine, a gentle back bend. Swan dive, open the heart and chest. Crown of the head lengthens, so you're lengthening your whole spinal column. And then your choice, bat pose or uttasana, deep breath. This time you're going to take your right leg back. But when your right leg goes back, I want you to pivot it out and come up, and you're going to bend your left knee over your left foot. So you're in what's called a warrior position. So right foot's pointed to the side, long or straight, tailbone dropped, knee over the foot. Engage your core, and here's the warrior part. Open your chest and back, and we're trying to balance the hands. The idea is we're balancing both the past and the future, being still and centered right here in the here and now through the spinal column. So head is tall, core is engaged, deep breath. Beautiful. Take that left hand up, reverse warrior, Viparita. Breathe. More breath. Bring your left forearm down on your left thigh. You're just going to reach the hand up, the right hand up to the sky and reach up, look up. You could stay there or try spiraling your right hand forward. So your right hand is reaching forward as your right foot is reaching back. Your right foot is rooting into the earth, and feel the right side of your body open. Take a beautiful deep breath there. One more beautiful breath here. Beautiful. Coming up, Prasarita Padottanasana, wide foot position. I'm going to pivot my left foot in, so both feet are facing forward. Right? If you want to find your edge, don't go too far, just do what you can. Option 1 is just to bend the knees and place your hands on your thighs. That may be enough for some people. Or, next option would be hands on the thighs, forearms on the thighs. Or, bring the hands down to the earth with the knees bent. For those of you who are ready and able, you'll start to drop your head towards the earth and start to lengthen or straighten the legs. Right? Again, find your breath. Take a deep, deep breath here. Prasarita Padottanasana, the wide foot position. Coming back up, you're going to go back up to Warrior 2. So what was that? Left foot pointing forward, left knee over the left foot, right foot pointed to the side, right leg long or straight, tail down, core engaged, open the heart and chest, stand tall. Nice deep breath in and through the body. Beautiful. I'm going to pivot on the ball of my back foot, windmill the hands down, back into downward dog. So right, hips high, feet low, hands melting into the earth, feet melting into the earth, hips high, lengthen your spine, deep breath through the body. One more. Remember that plank position? Coming forward to plank. You could stay here or come down to your knees. Then chin and chest. Then lengthen the spine, lengthen the legs. Baby cobra, it's called bhujangasana. So hands underneath the shoulders. Think of extending your nose, chin, and chest forward, gently opening the heart. If you want a deeper stretch, you could try a sphinx. So the sphinx is where you place your forearms down, opening the heart and chest and lengthening the spine. Nice breath here. Coming down, we're going to go back to tabletop to downward dog. Nice deep breath. This time the right leg reaches back, lengthens back, reach it, stretch it, and you're going to bring it forward between the hands into warrior two on the other side. So I'm going to flip around so you can see me. So now I've got my right foot forward, right knee over the right foot, left foot pointed to the side, left long leg, tailbone drops, core engages, and the warrior part. Virabhadrasana number 2, the chest and back open. One hand is reaching into the future, one hand reaching back from the past, but we stay centered through our spinal column right here and now. Take a beautiful deep breath in and through the nose. Reach that right hand up to the sky, reverse warrior, viparita. Maybe optional, wrap the hand behind if you wish. Beautiful. Breathe, breathe deeply. Take your forearm down to your thigh, right forearm on right thigh. First option, reach your hand up to the sky, reach up and look up. Another option is to extend that arm forward over your head. So there's a long line from your fingertips to your foot, so your foot melt down into the earth. Nice deep breath in and through the body. One more beautiful breath here. Beautiful. Coming on up, you're going to turn the right foot in, and again, we're in that wide foot position, Prasarita Padottanasana. So you could, option 1, hands on the thighs, bend the knees a little bit. It's perfectly fine. Option 2, bring your forearms down to your thighs, you're a little lower. Option 3, bring your hands to the floor, or for those of you more flexible, the head will start to reach to the floor as you lengthen or straighten the legs. Find your breath. Take a couple deep breaths here. Breathe. Breathe deeply. One more breath. We're coming back up to the warrior two, that same one. So the right foot is pointed forward, right knee over the foot, left leg long, tailbone down, core engaged, open the chest and back, stand tall, warrior two. One more beautiful breath here. We're going to pivot on the ball of that back foot and pivot the left hand down, and we're going to go back to downward dog. So I'm going to open my hands and my feet a little bit, shoulder width, maybe slightly wider, feet hip width or slightly wider in my downward dog. Want a long, slow, deep breath here. Now you've got two options here. I'm going to give you three options actually. Option 1, come forward like we did earlier, knees, chest and chin, and then into baby cobra, bhujangasana. Or option 2 is come to plank, come down into like a push-up, what's called chaturanga, into an upward facing dog. So if your upward facing dog feels pretty good, try to open the chest. Option 3 is extend the left legs back, really reach them back as you engage your core. Back to downward dog, hips up and back, feet towards the earth, hands towards the earth, spine long. Walk, step, or jump the feet up. Hang, your choice, back pose, opposite elbows with the knees bent, or uttasana, lengthening or straightening the legs as the hands come down. We're going to come up to a chair pose. So in the chair, what we do is we bend the knees over the feet, feel the heels rooted as well as the ball of the foot rooted, and then I'm going to think of sitting back,
but dropping my tailbone and engaging my core as we reach both arms up. It could be here, it could be here, it could be here. Take a beautiful deep breath in the chair pose. Good. Gently straighten. If you're feeling warm enough, I want you to reach both hands up to the sky with a gentle back bend. Inhale, reach up. Good. Bring the hands to heart center in prayer. Take a nice deep breath here. Very good. So we did some Surya Namaskar. This next one is about the sides of the body and the breath and your eyes. It's actually shown now in psychology when we look up, hence the expression things are looking up, it actually helps change the biology of my body. So I want your feet about hip width apart, legs relaxed, ankles, knees, and hips relaxed. You're going to reach one hand up, I'll shadow you, reach your right hand up, look up, stretch up, and take a deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. We're going to do the other side. So now your left hand is going to reach up, you're going to look up, take a deep inhale through the nose, exhale to let it go. Now I want you to follow your own breath rhythm. For now you can follow me, but ultimately I want you to connect to your breath. Inhaling, stretching, reaching, looking, exhaling, letting it go. A couple more. One more. One more time each side. I've jokingly created the next posture here, jokingly called the Krishna pose. Have you ever seen the famous pictures or sculptures of Krishna? He's usually with one foot across playing the flute. So we're going to play around with that a little bit. I'll give you three options though. Do what's right for your body today, right? Option one is just keep your feet parallel about hip width apart. We're going to be stretching a hip away. Option two for a little bit deeper stretch would be feet together, or option three will be hooking the foot across. So decide what's best for you, parallel, together, or let's go ahead and I'll shadow you. Take your left foot across, and we're going to gently press the hip out. So we're stretching the whole IT band and getting a deeper stretch across the body. Next option is just reach up and look up. Again, you could be with feet parallel or together. Now what I'd like to do is look up at the top hand and slowly scroll my eyes and head down to my bottom hand and feel the whole side of my body open. Now take a deep breath in, open that side of your body, or maybe play the flute, right? And let's do the other side. Good. So option one, feet parallel, hip width. Nothing wrong, that's perfect. Or feet together, or option is cross the other foot in front now. So I'm shadowing, my left leg would be your right leg across. You're feeling the hips stretch away from the body. Now we're going to continue to stretch that side, reach up, look up. I like to feel one hand stretching up as the other one stretches down. Now the next option, if you want a little bit of a challenge, is look at the top hand and slowly scroll your eyes and your head down to the bottom hand and feel the whole side of the body open. Take a beautiful deep breath in and through the body, as if you could bathe the cells of your body with your breath. Or play the flute. Good job, everybody. Good, good, good. We're going to borrow from the Tai Chi and Qigong world here. So feet are parallel, about hip width apart. You're going to keep your head straight ahead, but feel the crown of the head up. You're going to reach around, and one hand is going to touch the hips, and the other hand is going to gently touch the lower back and kidneys. Now you have an option. You could do that very gently. It could be a gentle tap. Some people do a strong tap, and some people will actually do fists and kind of pound their body. Do what's right for you. So keeping the head forward, inhale, exhale, tap. Kidneys and hip. Keep the head straight ahead so you're just churning through your core. Inhale, exhale. You can even exhale with a nice long exhale through your mouth and let it go. Good. A little bit more of a challenge. I'm going to ask you to open up your feet, maybe a little bit wider than hip, or some of you maybe even more. You're going to open your arms bigger like a big bird, right? A hawk or an eagle in flight.
This time we are going to turn the head, but this time the front hand is going to touch the upper chest and shoulder areas. You're going to, again, your choice, a gentle tap, full tap, or some people use a fist, right? The other hand's going to come around again. I'm going to try to go a little bit higher on my kidneys, right? And I'm going to look back and exhale. So inhale, big bird. Exhale, spiral, tap gently or firmly. So inhale, exhale. Look back. Open your eyes. Beautiful. Now shake it. Literally take one arm. I'll shadow you, your right hand and arm, and shake it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. And now we're showing that shaking our body is really good for us. Now, chest and shoulders. They're finding that some people literally are getting like metal plates. They used to use trampolines, but now there are plates that you can buy. And first thing in the morning, get up and shake your body. Literally de-stresses the body, right? Moving to the face, I'm gonna think of the jaw and the face. Just shake it gently and let it go. Let your jaw and face go. Shake it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. The core of your body, your belly, your hips, your glutes. See if you can shake it. Good. Good job. Good. Standing on one leg, see if you can shake the other leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to keep your feet about hip width or slightly wider. Now for those of you with knee, hip, or spine issues, this could be a very gentle bounce. It could be very gentle. For those of you who've got healthy knees and hips and spine, you can bounce a little bit. We're going to put a breath on it. We're going to try to release any excess stress or tension in the body. So inhale deeply and literally let it go with the exhale. You can make a big sigh with it. Inhale, exhale. One more. Now, for those of you with healthy knees and hips, I want you to really bounce. For those of you who need to keep it gentle, you can keep it gentle. Sometimes I like to bring one shoulder and arm in front, and then the other shoulder and arm in front. For those of you who are kind of healthy, you can literally start to bounce the body. So instead of getting a trampoline or a metal plate that does the shaking for you, one of my friends actually has a metal plate in the middle of his cafe. While you're waiting for your drink, you can sit or stand on his metal plate and shake your body. Good. Good job, everybody. Hopefully that feels good. I feel good after that. It's a great way to de-stress. We're gonna do a couple things on the tummy, right, for our spine and backs, right? So again, I'll try to give you options. Option 1, coming down on our tummies. Feel the spine long, arms long, right? Actually place the hands right underneath the shoulders. First option we've done already, baby cobra. Bring the nose and chest forward, hands just underneath. That's option 1. It's perfect. Option 2 is the Sphinx. Forearms down and you come up a little bit higher. Only go to what I jokingly call the king cobra, right? Saw a documentary with a 16-foot king cobra. It's like, oh my God. That would be scary, especially if it stood up. Right? So a king cobra, you'd place your hands by the side of the body and come all the way up. Only if your spine and back are ready for it. But Sphinx is perfect. So is the baby cobra. One more breath here. And my favorite part now, is you're going to take your right ear and right cheek and bring it towards or down onto the mat. Relax your hands down by the side of the body. And I like to cup my feet. So I'm going to turn my feet and legs in and cup my feet together. Take a deep breath here and just let go. Let your shoulders and neck unwind. Let gravity do all the work. Just unwind the neck and shoulders. Just breathe. It's kind of like an inverted version of Shavasana, deep relaxation, but we're letting the neck and shoulder unwind as well. Take a nice deep breath here. And do one more for the spine. I jokingly call it the Superwoman or Superman pose. Right? So spine long, legs long. Option 1 is just bring your head up, and that could be fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Option 2 is either bring your hands up to the side or forward and up. Option 3, only do it if your lower back is healthy, is to bring the legs up. So you could be in flight, head, hands, and feet in the air, or just head or just hands. But I want you to find your edge, don't go past it, and take a nice deep breath in and through the body. Beautiful. Now we're going to bring the opposite ear and shoulder down. So you're bringing your left ear and left cheek down to the mat. Option to either cup the feet in again, but on the second one, I actually like to turn my feet and hips and legs out. Just let go. Let gravity unwind your neck and shoulders. Find your breath into your belly, into your core. Find your breath. Breathe deeply. Coming back onto all fours. I'm just going to give you a little bit of a challenge for your core. Do what's right for you. It's called a scorpion push-up. Right? So the forearms are parallel to one another and the hands are down on the mat. You could stay here, option 1 on your knees. Option 2 is extend one leg back. Option 3, extend both legs back and engage your core. It's called a scorpion push-up. For those of you more advanced, the option is to roll forward and back across your forearms. One more breath here, and then we'll go into a downward dog. We're kind of using the downward dog to help relax a little bit. Let the feet reach towards the earth, hands towards the earth, hips up to the sky, core engaged. Feel your spine and back open up and take a deep breath in and through the body. Breathe. Walk your hands back to your feet. Remember the back pose, that's an option. Or Uttasana. One breath here and slowly roll up through your spine.
Oh, muy bien. Sehr gut. What a show. Right? So let's do a balancing exercise. So we're going to literally try to balance on one foot. So tree is very popular, right? Vrikshasana. But I actually prefer to take the leg forward. So we're going to do a Tai Chi walk to set it up. So what I mean by that is float your ankle and knee up in the air, and then pick up your foot and place the heel down. You're going to roll through your foot like a wheel. Heel, ball of foot, toe, knee over the foot. And then you're going to place the other foot forward, tapping it forward. Option 1, hands on the hips, tap the foot, engage your core. Option 2, float the knee in the air. Option 3, if you're ready for it, resist the knee with your fingertips. And for those of you who want to feel like a dancer, you're going to take your opposite hand to your opposite knee, drop your tailbone, engage your core, and get taller. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose and feel your standing leg root, your foot root into the earth. Beautiful. Let's do the other side. So this time you're going to do your opposite foot. I was standing on my right, your left. I'm going to switch. So switch feet. Tai Chi walk, the knee and the arch float. Pick up the foot slightly. Place the heel. Roll through the foot and place the knee over the foot. Option 1 was what? I could just tap the other foot in front. Tail down, tummy in, stand tall. Option 2, float the knee. Option 3, if you're ready for it, resist the knee with your fingertips. For those of you who want to feel like a dancer, opposite hand to opposite knee, drop your tail, engage your core, and get a little taller. Good, 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 good. The system of yoga that we're doing is called integrated yoga, right? In that style, inversions are a big deal. If you're just a beginner, I'm going to give you several basic options, right? Just bending the knees up and in the air, and I'll demonstrate those.
More advanced levels, or even another option if you can get to a wall and put your feet up the wall. Those are all good basic. Another option would be a shoulder stand, so Shavarangasana, which is what I'm going to do, or a headstand, right? So these are important. Normally in a class, these are really important and held a long time. We won't, we'll just do 1 or 2 minutes. So option 1, you just bend your knees. If you have a pillow or 2, you could take a pillow or 2 underneath your hips. Option 3, bend the knees in the air with a pillow, possibly, or a block underneath your hips or a bolster. Next option would be extend the legs. Only if you're ready for it. Shoulder and headstands, you do not want to move your head. You want to be intelligent and ready to be doing shoulder and headstands. Inversions, the idea that is believed it helps move, obviously, the blood down from the legs into the heart and brain. It's believed to help boost the immune system, and it's believed to also help with clarity of thought and memory. So I'm going to go to a shoulder stand. Don't move your head in a shoulder stand or a headstand. I'm just going to hold it for 1 minute. Breathe. Try to relax into the pose as much as you can. Another 30 seconds. The shoulder stand stimulates the thyroid and parathyroid, right? One of the master glands of the body. Helps regulate hormones. If you're able to, if you're in a shoulder stand or headstand, come out with control, right? If you are in a shoulder stand, the opposing or opposite posture is called the fish pose, where you place the hands underneath, right? And you're going to bring the head up, top of the head towards the floor, and open your chest up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Let's just place the feet. We're going to wind down a little bit here. We're going to place the feet about mat width apart with the knees bent, feet flat on the floor. If you can, open your arms into a big T. We're literally just going to rock and roll like your knees are windshield wipers. Allow them to rock back and forth. I like to put my breath on it, inhaling and exhaling as I'm going from one side to the other. Now you're going to roll your knees and your hips over to one side. Option 1 is the knees and feet are apart. If your lower back is healthy and your hips are healthy, another option would be to stack the knees and hips, or even a deeper stretch would be reach your same hand towards the same leg. So my right hand, towards my left knee is my position. If you're on the other side, it would be your left hand towards your right knee. Feel a nice gentle twist through the spine and body here. Find your breath. Yes, we're twisting the spine, but this is also known as a detox posture. We're literally wringing the internal organs. Coming back to center, opposite side. So option 1 is keeping the knees and feet apart. Option 2 would be to stack the legs. Option 3 would be my left hand towards my right knee. If you're on the other side, it would be your right hand towards your left knee. Right? So gentle twist in the body. Find your breath. Again, this is a detox posture as well as a spinal twist. Coming back to center. Extend your right leg into the air. I want you to do 3 straight leg raises, 3 times, slowly, as if you could touch the ceiling or the clouds with your foot, 3 times. After the 3rd one, I want you to leave it up there and then do 3 point flexes. The toes touch the clouds, then the heel touches the cloud. 3 times. Then I want you to bend that knee towards your shoulder. Option 1 would be hands on the hamstring. If your hips are a little more flexible, hands below the knee and draw the knee towards the shoulder. Optional is extend the other leg away from the body. You want to feel like the core is engaged. You want to feel like your spine and your back are opening up into the mat. Even your chin is drawing down towards your chest. Nice deep breath in and through the body.
Love this posture. This is another one of those great basic postures. So good for the hips, the lower back, and psoas, even digestion. Other side. So my right foot is flat now. My left leg is long. If you did the opposite, that's okay. 3 slow leg raises to the sky, like you could put a footprint on the ceiling or a cloud. 3 times. After the third one, I want you to leave the foot up there and then do 3 point and flexes, like your toes touch the ceiling and then your heel 3 times. After the third one, you're going to draw the knee towards the shoulder. Option 1 would be hands on the hamstring. More flexible, hands on the below the knee. Optional, extend the opposite leg. Feel your spine and your back open into the mat. Feel your core engage. Optional, drop your chin towards your chest, elongating your spine, opening your back. Breathe. Again, this is good for your hips, your lower back, your psoas, even digestion. Nice deep breath here. Let's tuck both legs in. Optional, you could rock side to side. More advanced yogis like to rock forward and back, but it can be kind of hard on the spine. Just take a deep breath here. I want you to reach both feet into the air. If it's too hard to do it without holding the legs, you can hold the legs. But feel the toes, the feet, the legs reach into the sky. Maybe optional, reach the hands into the sky. Optional, look down at your navel, engage your core. Now bend the knees, place the feet down, and we're getting ready for deep relaxation, Shavasana. So that's where the legs are open and out. Some people like the legs somewhat close, some people like to open them, that's okay. Same with the arms. Some people like their arms close, some people like them open. Both are good. But you want your spine relatively straight. So get ready for Shavasana. Some people even like to put a pillow or a bolster under the knees. Some people like to put a blanket or a pillow underneath the head. That's okay too. Do what's right for your body. So we're getting ready for Shavasana. Deep relaxation. So hopefully, if you're comfortable closing your eyes, close your eyes. Think of relaxing your feet and ankles. Relax your calves and knees. Relax your thighs. Relax your hips and hip sockets. Relax your glutes. Relax your lower back. Relax your mid-back. Relax your upper back. Relax your shoulders. Relax your chest. Relax your rib cage. Relax the belly of your body. Relax your arms, upper arms, elbows, forearms, even your wrist and hands and fingers get to relax. Relax your neck. Relax the back of your head. Relax the crown of your head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyes. Relax your nose. Relax your mouth. Even your jaw and teeth want to relax. So your whole body's coming into a deep level of relaxation. Notice your breath in and out of your nose. Notice how you feel. Is the word peaceful or calm or centered? Notice how you feel. Reconnect to your breath in and out of your nose if you can. Maybe wiggle fingers and toes or gentle stretch. When you're ready, it's traditional to roll to your right side, but if you have an injury, you could roll to your left. And then we'll meet in a seated position. Again, that could be in a chair, it could be on a bench, it could be on the floor, it could be against a wall, on your bed. We're just going to do two things here before we wind down and finish. One of them is called pranayama. That's the term used in the yoga world, but today breath work is very common and popular. We're finding that it's a great way to stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system via the vagus nerve. So, but from a yogi's perspective, it even does more than that. It is literally an essential part of prana, life force, right? In the Tai Chi Qigong world, they call it chi. In the yoga world, we call it prana. The Jedi calls it the force, right? Connecting to that. Your breath is a great way to bring life force to your body. I'm just going to do one basic, right? If we had more time, we would do fancy versions of breath work. This is a basic one called Dirga Shwasam, 3-part breath. I'm going to use my hands to demonstrate, but you do not need to use your hands. I'm just using it to demonstrate. So you're going to breathe in your base, in through the nose if you can, into the mid part of my torso, then upper torso all the way up to the shoulders. Hold it for 1 second, and then I'm going to exhale, upper body, mid, lower. So we're going to try that for 1, maybe 2 minutes, 3-part breath. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, you can close your eyes. If you know mudras, Chin Mudra or Karana Mudra, you're welcome to try or Gyan Mudra. Right? 3-part breath. Beautiful. If you're comfortable opening your eyes, we're going to finish with 1 to 2 minutes of meditation. Right? So when I do longer videos, an hour and a half or so, I'll expand the pranayama, I'll expand the meditation. There are many approaches to meditation. There's great people like Bruce Lipton, Dr. Joe Dispenza, great Buddhist practices like Vipassana and others. We're just going to look at one from the yoga world, right? From the Yoga Sutras, right, by Patanjali, the 8 limbs of yoga. Number 6 is dharana, and number 7 is dhyana. So focus before meditation. I'm going to set the focus for you today. So again, a comfortable vertical position. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, I want you to put your focus on your heart space, the anahata. Right? Just breathe into that area. I like to think of breathing and expanding into that space. Just focus on your heart. I like to think of breathing into the heart space. Allow it to glow, allow it to expand. And even picture like a beautiful ball of light in your favorite color. expanding and reaching away from your heart. Allow that beautiful light to encompass your whole body. Bringing the hands together in prayer in front of the heart. Right? We're going to do an om together to get ready to wind down. Right? And again, I want you to think of letting that sound reverberate through the body. Om is often broken down into ah, oo, I like to let it reverberate through the whole body. Deep breath. Om. When I say namaste, there's meaning to it, right? You've probably heard it before. The way I define it is the divine love, divine light, divine truth, and divine strength in me honors and acknowledges the divine love, divine light, divine truth, and divine strength in you. Namaste, everybody. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.